Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I'd really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you like this watch, you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. Today we are discussing the Littlest Planet Ocean, a watch that I happen to like and I would wear. This is a 37.5mm Planet Ocean in stainless steel. One could consider this to be a unisex size because if you have a male wrist smaller than 15 centimeters in circumference, I have to implore you to consider this watch. Proportionally, it will look superb. The fit will be an absolute pleasure both in terms of appearance and comfort. Planet Oceans tend to be too big for their own good and yours. This watch is the opposite of that mantra. The timepiece on my wrist is 37.5 in diameter, but that's not including the crown guards, the crown, or the helium escape valve. The watch is still relatively chunky in profile. It's still a Planet Ocean. 15.3, however, far better than the 19 plus you'll see on some of the complicated Planet Oceans in full size. Now, lug-to-lug, this watch is wonderfully compact. You'll note 43.5 millimeters lug-to-lug across the case. If you include the solid end links, it's still a very wearable 47.9. The spacing between the lugs is 18 millimeters if you'd prefer to accessorize with the strap, and I do feel like a strap might be a less brutal aesthetic for wearing the watch. It might be more aesthetically balanced. Nevertheless, the bracelet gives you value, durability, and versatility. It is very, very comfortable. The 3-link design is supple, and we're going to give ourselves a bit more light. You can see it's nicely finished to resist glare. It does have polished flanks, so there's some differentiation in finish, and you're not stepping down in features. You're still getting removable links fixed by screws. You're still getting a clasp that opens and deploys by virtue of triggers, not a clamshell, not friction fit. You're still getting a dive extension, so if you wish to expand this one over a dry suit, a wet suit, or a thick winter coat, you can do so at will. The clasp remains tank tough, machined from a solid. And the case profile is, well, it's a classic Planet Ocean. Sheer guard profile for the crown, satin finished sheer sides, polished bezels, integrated end links, and a helium escape valve for you saturation divers, or those of you who simply like to spin yarns when explaining your watch to friends and family. You'll note that the bezel is everything you'd expect from a Planet Ocean post-2011. So you have the ceramic insert with liquid metal numerals and calibrations, effectively as scratch resistant as sapphire. This one will age gracefully. The detent is superb. It has a sharp report. The click is a pleasure. It has just enough resistance to gratify, but not so much that you feel like you'd slip if your hands were wet, sweaty, or gloved. The knurling is deep and easy to grip. Line up the luminescent pearl with the broad arrow minute. Now you have a 0 to 60 minute sort of radial chronograph, if you will. I prefer a dive bezel over a chronograph for almost all timing applications. Tri-Arabics applied, like the white gold indices and the white gold hands at center. The Tri-Arabics in the Planet Ocean's traditional signature color orange with a Orange Seamaster script at 12 o'clock. There is a date, there is a quickset, there is hacking seconds, all of which still water resistant down to 600 meters. This is a Planet Ocean after all, propelled by a caliber 8520 that is smaller, more compact, but just as tough relative to the conventional coaxial chronometers. Let's get this one in focus and talk about what you get in the Littlest Planet Ocean. First, you get an Omega COSC certified coaxial movement. You get a full balance bridge and a free sprung index. You get the SI14 silicon hairspring. And the reason I mentioned the free sprung balance and the full bridge is because it is shock resistant. You get a 50-hour power reserve, still robust compared to the industry standard of 38 to 42 for automatics. It still beats away at that quirky coaxial specific beat rate of 25,200 vibrations per hour, and it still has the classic finishing that we associate with modern generation Omega coaxes, namely the black oxidized screws and the spiral Côte de Genève in arabesque form across bridges and rotor. The timepiece, full featured, just not full sized. This is a wonderful way to wear a Planet Ocean without worrying about tearing a dress cuff, without worrying about making an excessive statement of luxury or being a flamboyant presence on the wrist. This is discretion combined with all of the features of the Planet Ocean. If you never thought you could combine the two, let me introduce you to the Littlest Planet Ocean. 37.5 millimeters big. You can see this one and make it yours on the Watchbox. And we're back with the Planet Ocean 37.5. As you can see, it features the same luminescent scheme as the full-size watch, with differential coloration on the bezel pearl and the minute hand. I should mention the watch features conventional hacking and quickset rather than the time zone function that you see on the caliber 8500s and 8900s. That said, the feel, the fit, the function is everything you'd expect of a Planet Ocean. This one just likes to duck under a cuff. See this versatile full timer and make it yours on the watch box.